Welcome all soldiers to the Fantasy Football War Council's podcast. Here are your generals, Jonathan Arneson, Daniel Gutierrez, and Ali Vagefi.
Hello and welcome to another meeting of the Fantasy Football War Council. I'm your general of the South, Jonathan, and as always, I'm joined by my rival in the North, Daniel, and fellow Southern General, Ali. Boys, football is around the corner. It's mere weeks away.
Oh, so close. It's been just pulling teeth, man. So close. We are 2 weeks away. How you feeling about that, Ollie?
Not too bad. Draft day was a little bit disappointing. The brisket I cooked didn't come out the way I wanted to for everyone. So I know people enjoyed it, but that was my biggest concern. My team is great. I love my team. Don't know so
nice. It was good.
Oh,
I enjoyed.
I appreciate that. But I'm ready. I'm ready to watch some football, follow some players, and just enjoy the season. It's going to be an exciting one.
I agree. So on today's podcast, on today's War Council, we are going to review this year's Civil War Fantasy Draft. And we're going to grade each team, and we're going to do our own power rankings at the end. But first we have the news.
First bit of news. Ollie was, asked us last week how we became Buccaneers fans, but it, came to our attention that we didn't get to hear his story. So, Ollie, what is your story? How did you become a Buccaneers fan?
Well, I know I live in LA, and we didn't have a team back then, but my days of being a Bucs fan goes all the way back when I was a kid, because I was actually born in Florida. And I wasn't in a city that had a football team. I was in Orlando. However, I was like, all right, there's a couple of Florida teams that are cool. We had the Dolphins, or we had the Buccaneers. And even though a player, you guys might not know this guy, Dan Marino, played for the Miami Dolphins.
Never heard of him.
I couldn't follow the Dolphins, quote unquote. I was like, Pirates. I mean, come on, it's the Buccaneers, and their colors are way cooler than light blue and gray. I mean, seriously. So I became a Bucs fan at a young age because I thought Pirates were cool, and I stuck with it. You can't change my mind.
Very nice.
Nobody
nice.
here will. I don't think that'll happen. Yeah. Excepting all Buccaneer fans.
Well, there you go. But you know what irks me now is every time someone asks me, oh, what's your team? Buccaneer. And they look at me like, oh, really? I'm like, oh my God, do I have to explain I was like, I have an All-Star jersey that I stole from my friend who's also a Bucs fan. Brad Johnson is my quarterback. let's
right.
go. Let's go. And so they understand at that time, but
yeah. I agree. That's the one sad thing about Brady joining is you have to explain when you became a Bucs fan to everyone when they ask you.
They still don't believe you. They still look at you like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why would anyone want to be a Bucs fan? Yeah.
I
dealt with that for a long time.
Yes, exactly. Glutton for punishment. I used to have to explain before, but at least it was out of pity. Now you're like, oh, you're a bandwagoner,
Listen, kid, my tattoo is older than you, so I've been that fan for a very long time. Yeah, we've all been gluttons for punishment. We love watching a team that loses, and look, we watched our team win its first Super Bowl, so suck it. So,
second.
And second, well, but I wanted to say our first because it was awesome. Okay, so we got more news though. What am I talking about? Eagles trade J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to the Seahawks for defensive back Ugo Amadi. I was down for this. This was actually a pretty good swap.
I think so. Give some depth.
Yeah, both teams kind of acquire what they need. Sea chickens suck, but Eagles are looking pretty good this year. So
Eagles just need to be better than 500 and they'll make the playoffs again. So that's all they need to do. Actually, their division's going to be interesting. I think Giants are going to do well this year. I think that under the new GM, he's actually making the right moves. I think it's going to be interesting to watch them. And Seahawks, I'm just going to scratch it up. That's going to be a rebuilding season for them. So we'll see.
Yeah, rebuilding decade.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
We know what that's all about.
Well, and then no, we had rebuilding decades.
Yeah.
In the next bit of news, another team that's been going through many decades of rebuilding, the Raiders, trade quarterback Nick Mullins to the Vikings for a conditional 2024 seventh round pick. I don't know how I feel about this. Was Nick the backup quarterback for the Raiders, or was he the backup quarterback for the Raiders? So
He was the backup because they got rid of Mariota, but then they have a rookie. I forget what his name is, Cappy or something like that. He's playing really well in preseason, so they're like, all right, get what we can for him.
Interesting. Yeah. So good on them. If it works, it works. So, and you know what, Vikings, they fill the hole that they needed. So we'll see how it pans out this year.
Yep.
Well, guys, I'm sure you saw the news because obviously being Bucs fans, but it was kind of the talk on every preseason game I almost watched is Tom Brady, his mysterious disappearance and his triumphant return to the facility just a couple of days ago. It included some hip thrusting and suck it signs, the old XXX suck it signs. Yeah, I'm sure you guys remember.
Wow.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he was running around the facility doing it a bunch. He was really happy. You could see and he came back and just started throwing passes like he had not missed a single day of being there.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it for 22 years and one of the best quarterbacks in history. So he should be fine taking a few days in preseason and not, snapping some balls. But that being said, I think the exciting part is finding out what he was doing during this time. Because the argument is, and what I thought it was, he was, hanging out with his supermodel wife, maybe going on one of Gronkowski's cruises or something. But there's other interesting theories out there.
Oh, sorry. I'm sitting here writing. I'm not even paying attention to you.
That's a great segue for you, John.
No,
Yeah, I was like,
phenomenal
come on.
segue. If only I was paying attention. Yeah, you're totally right. So I was on Reddit way too deep into it, and it came across something that was like this one guy was really adamant that Tom Brady was recording for The Masked Singer. Because it lined up completely perfect. I mean, when he retired, he signed the deal with Fox. He signed his life away for that 10-year X amount of deal that he is their announcer for life now. And when that happened, he had 60 days of retirement. He probably signed another deal of, hey, I might as well go join the Masked Singer this year. Well, when he unretired, he had to come back and tell the football team, hey, sorry guys, I signed a deal that I've got to go record for 15 days, undisclosed, and you guys can't tell people. Because these coaches were, they had no idea where Tom is. They don't know what he was doing. They couldn't tell anything, and poked and prodded, and they had no answers. When you go back and look at any of the press conferences, right? People were scared because of the non-answers. People were like, "Oh my God, is he going to retire? Is he going to another team? What's going on?" First thing my wife thought was, he has an old his old mother. Oh no, did Mama Brady die? Everyone starts going to think of what's going wrong, right? Well, that's why I delved into that and came across the guy talking about this, and it lines up pretty perfect with their recording and whatnot. And the fact that he comes back to practice all happy and doing his thing, obviously nobody died, so
yeah,
I agree. I think that is a solid theory, and I'm sure at some point we'll find out and figure out what happened. But I'm sure there were some moves that were made during quote unquote retirement, and part of his agreement to come back to the team was like, hey guys, I signed this, I can't cancel now, so it's preseason, you'll be fine. And everyone, I feel like, was like, oh, we get Brady back to have him leave for a few days during preseason? Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah. That is interesting. Definitely some interesting theories on that one.
It was.
The Deshaun Watson saga is slowly coming to an end. Deshaun Watson has settled for a 12-game suspension and a $5 million fine, which at face value seems like a lot of money, but then you calculate it out and it's 0.02% of the $230 million contract he just signed. So I personally don't think he should ever play again, but at least it's not a freaking 6-game suspension.
Tell me the first game that he comes back.
Oh, I know.
Please tell me this.
No.
This is why I loved this.
Yeah, it's against the Texans.
Wait, he's suspended 11 games, not 12, right? That's what I read.
But they have a bye week, and when he comes back from that, when they come back from that bye week, the first team they play is the Texans. But if they gave him a 12-game suspension, it would be after that bye week, which means he'd be suspended for the Texans game and wouldn't come back until the following game. But that's a loss of money because they won the uprise of the people from the situation to drive up the ticket sales for that. This
so
is
it's 12
NFL.
week, not 12 game. That's the fine print. Oh, God.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe they should have just banned him for the whole season like they wanted to. It's just...
Yeah, it's about the money when it comes down to it. That's like what it is.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. So sad, but what do you do? I don't know. I thought about naming one of my fantasy football teams after Watson this year. Watson's Bath and Spa.
That's a good one.
It was one of my team names I was thinking of doing this year was Watson's Bath and Spa. So. I don't know. Okay, I'll move on. So
you could say what's under the towel.
What's under the a good ode to the what's in the box.
Yeah, that's right.
Box. Oh man, good one. I like that. Okay, Shaquem Griffin announces retirement from football, accepts position within NFL's Legends community.
Interesting.
Right? I mean, I'm glad to see that he came and played football, right? Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
One-armed dude.
Very good. And he was good. He was.
He was.
It's not like he was some shabby player. Like, he was a starter, so.
Solid
good
player.
For him. Yep. Solid player. Good career. Congratulations. Happy that you have life after the game. Still in the game.
And when you get to choose to go out on your own, that is, another magical thing. So good for you. So.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. Well, in our final bit of news, yet again, another Raider news. So honored to be speaking about the Raiders so much today. Raiders plan to release veteran running back Kenyon Drake, which, I mean, he's had a good career, but I mean, he's only 28 years old, so I guess he wasn't cutting it. His career was nothing spectacular, but he had a good 2020 season. 2021 fell off a little bit, and I guess the team just didn't see a fit for him in the roster. So hope I think he's still young, so hopefully he can land somewhere for another year or two before he officially retires from the NFL. It'll be interesting.
100%. Also, everybody ran out to pick up Amir Abdullah right away with this news. So everyone that listens to Sleeper and has that notification, good for you for paying attention. You are the people I want to play with.
So what you're telling me is I shouldn't turn off my notifications on Sleeper?
Oh, please do.
Yes, when you play against us, please do. But when you are in your own leagues, rule number 1, do not turn off notifications. Why? Because you will miss out on these phenomenal injury news on certain players. So like when you see certain player like Kenyon Drake is released from the team, you immediately run out and pick up his backup, Amir Abdullah, because, hey, what a sly pickup. And, kudos to you, Daniel, and to your Uncle Rob, who are the two people that picked up Amir Abdullah in the other leagues that we play in. So, I applaud people like that because, that's what it comes down to. Paying attention to the notifications. Good for you people.
Yeah, my Uncle Rob is on it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So let's move into our next segment, and we're going to talk about our teams and how everybody did at the fantasy football draft this last weekend. Ooh, it was such a fun weekend. So,
All right. Our first overall pick with the 7th place finish is Union Ambush. Their keepers are Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, and Devondre Campbell. His first pick was Stephon Diggs, followed by T. Higgins, then DJ Moore. He slammed wide receiver because he had 2 picks and came away with 3 pretty strong ones. In the 4th round, reach but still a good pick, I feel, is Rashad Penny to round out his starting running back roster. Quarterback Joe Burrow went in the 5th. Goddard went in the 6th. And then he drafted the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, first defense off of the board in the 7th round. We have high-scoring defenses, so that's not necessarily a bad pick. Everybody that's going, what? He did what? Brandon Cooks, Michael Thomas, James Robinson, Harrison Butker, and the Denver Broncos defense. Kruger Hill linebacker, Hunter Renfrow, and his last pick was Garrett Wilson.
not bad, not bad. Okay, so we'll save our grades because at the end we're not really grading, but we're essentially going to rank them 1 to 10. It's our power ranking. So we'll give our first power ranking of the season at the end. So we're just going to read through the teams and then we'll do that. And we can talk about the teams more toward the end.
Perfect. Well, next team is Lincoln's Long Guns. His keepers were Kittle, San Francisco tight end, Derrick Henry, easy picks in my opinion, and New York Giants linebacker Martinez. So good keepers. So for his picks, he picked up Leonard Fournette. Mind you, there was a lot of running backs that were already tagged, so it was slim pickets at the beginning. So I think that was a good pick. He did go Devontae Adams, Pitts, Lamar Jackson, second QB to be taken in this draft. Then Dobbins, Baltimore running back, Robinson, Garrett, Adam Thielen. Went to pick up the backup running back for the Rams, Henderson, picked up Lazard, picked him up in the 10th round, and for the number 1 wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, I think that was a good pickup in the 10th. Picked up safety Adams from Seattle, then picked up Parker, again, not a bad pickup for the 12th round wide receiver. For his defense, he got the Patriots. I think always a solid pick for D. That carried my team a few years back. Claypool for Pittsburgh wide receiver, 15th pick. Tennessee wide receiver Burks. So all in all, interesting pickup, some solid ones later in the rounds.
Not bad. Yeah. Drafted very well, I think. Mm-hmm. Pretty solid draft. Our team drafting in the 3rd spot was the Antietam team, and his first pick was Ezekiel Elliott. He had CeeDee Lamb tagging those Dallas Cowboys together. Look at that. Keenan Allen, and then Cordero Run Patterson, only running as a running back this year. Dalton Schultz, our 3rd Dallas player. Oh my. Derwin James, Kareem Hunt, Kyler Murray, Chase Edmonds. The Saints defense, we have McPherson, kicker from Cincinnati. Oh, a kicker off the board in the 11th round. That's okay, guys. Budda Baker, safety from Arizona. Naheem Hines, Mark Ingram, Rondale Moore, and his tags for the team were Tyreek Hill, Josh Jacobs, and C.J. Mosley. So, well-rounded team there with a lot of Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean that was very ballsy of him, but we'll see how it pans out this year.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, an 8th round pickup of Kyler Murray. So I think Kyler fell. You know, his current news of him playing video games hurt his ADP here in our league a little, but you know what? May have helped Scott out a little.
Quite possibly. Probably could have gotten him at a deal for that low.
That's what I'm thinking. So, oh my, our next team.
My team picking in the 4th spot because tragically last place gets this spot. But I was actually very happy with my first round pick. I feel. Running back, DeAndre Swift, 2nd round. Running back, Travis Etienne. I am very high on this guy, have been since last year and this year. My brother stole him from me in the other league, and I'm pretty bummed about it, so I was doing backflips over that pick. Michael Pittman, Jalen Waddle, Logan Wilson, linebacker, Kenneth Walker, running back, Ramondre Stevenson, running back, James Cook, running back. I hit those high upside there. Sky Moore, Justin Tucker, kicker, first kicker off the board. Kadarius Toney, Trey Lance, Los Angeles Chargers defense. I have a feeling they're going to be really good this year, and I kind of didn't like those that were left. And my last pick of the draft was...
You got more.
I do. Gerald Everett is my tight end. Kaiser White, linebacker, was my last pick of the draft. And my tags were Eli Mitchell, Cooper Kupp, and Devin White.
Phenomenal draft, I must say. And I graded well in my power rankings. I think you did well with your first round pick. Your second round pick is starting to look better because of camp news of injuries and other stuff from their camp. So Etienne looking good just because Robinson's probably not going to be starting right away. And I love the Pittman pickup. Great pickup. So well-rounded team.
Mm-hmm. I got a Dolphin.
You do. You put your money where your mouth is.
I did.
I
Had to
appreciate
get some
that.
steak. Look at you. Yeah. You're diving into it. So I give you something for it. I don't know what yet, but maybe a cup of water. So
yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, the next team is Daniel's brother, which I think did pretty well. We'll discuss that shortly, but his keepers were Minnesota wide receiver Jefferson, solid. I mean, the guy's going to be amazing. And, of course, Cincinnati wide receiver Chase. So incredible wide receiver picks. I mean, 2 top first rounders for sure that he was smart last year, had him and kept him. So good on him. And Roquan Smith for his linebacker, Chicago, for his defensive pick. So in the first round, this was a little interesting. He picked up A.J. Brown with Philly. First round, he already had 2 solid wide receivers. Instead of going for a running back, he went with the wide receiver. But I respect that. I'm not questioning it. For running back in the second round, he picked up Jets running back Hall. Third round, Green Bay running back Dillon. He picked up Tony Pollard in the 4th round, which disappointed a few of us because we thought that was a good pickup. So 3 running backs back to back to back. Then picked up Bosa in the 5th.
Nick Bosa, not Nick Joey Bosa, though.
Nick Bosa, thank you. Which okay. So
well, they're brothers. One's on San Francisco and one is a Charger. So. Well, how you beat me, I still to this day don't know.
Well, I listen.
Carry on.
We'll see. Another John fan, Russell Wilson, Denver quarterback.
Big fan this year. Kill it.
Chris Godwin in the 7th round, picked up tight end Knox, Buffalo. 8th in the 9th, Cooper, Cleveland wide receiver. Then you picked up Donald, defensive tackle, Rams. Buckner, defensive tackle, Colts. Kicker in the 12th, I believe is Matthew Gay, if I'm not mistaken.
Matt
Gay for the Rams.
And then defense, he picked up the Colts. Picked up Mostert, Miami running back, so we'll see where he fits in that, the offense. And then his final pick was Tyler Lockett. So this man loves wide receivers almost as much as I do. So I can't.
He won last year on his defense, so I think he's just challenging himself.
I think so.
Definitely, because I liked his team, but when I saw his defense took me down a notch on him.
Yeah.
So he got moved down purely just on that. But I love the rest of his team. So.
I feel, though, like for the folks that play in IDP, in my experience, and John, we started playing IDP from day one, or was it, when did we start?
Well, when we formed our league in 2004, we did start with IDP right away. Yes, that was something that we did all want to do.
Okay, we did. So I would say this, with my experience, you can pick up solid defensive players within the first 1 to 5 weeks, because there's going to be players you did not expect. They're going to put up some solid numbers, some linebackers who are going to outperform, some injuries might occur. I've picked up some of the best linebackers and defensive players between that time frame. So it's always tough to pick up good defensive players during the draft, especially early. I think you're taking a risk, and I think you could pick up better ones during the season. That's just my opinion, what I've seen.
Very true. Good advice. Look at you. Listen to the man. He's won some championships. He has beaten me. I know.
All right. Next up was Mixon's Brigade. And with their first pick, they picked the player I feel Mario should have picked. Javonte Williams, running back out of Denver.
Now, remember, that was my first draft pick.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Oh,
sorry to bust that bubble, but that was my first draft pick. So that unfortunately doesn't show all of our trades. So,
Well, in that case, that's most unfortunate. Mixon's Brigade in the second round goes Antonio Gibson, and that has not aged very well at all. DK Metcalf, Darren Waller, Miles Sanders, Deontay Johnson, Rashad Bateman, wide receiver, should be starting number 1 for Baltimore. Jalen Hurts is his quarterback. Isaiah Simmons is the linebacker in Arizona. Zach Ertz. Michael Cotter, which is probably a sneaky good pick here. Chris Olave. Green Bay Packers defense. Brandon McManus, kicker. And with his last pick of the draft, Dak Prescott. His keepers were Joe Mixon, Christian McCaffrey, which turned into Javonte Williams for John, and Fred Warner.
He has such a nice team, right? I mean, so being that he didn't have that first pick of Javonte Williams, because he traded it to me, he got Bobby Wagner. I'm sorry, no, Bobby Wagner went to the fourth. Bobby Wagner goes to the fourth. That's Jose. So his picks were Terry McLaurin. He got Terry McLaurin, not Darren Waller. Yeah, so he doesn't have 2 tight ends on his team there. So don't judge him for the Zach Ertz and Darren Waller, because Darren Waller's actually mine. He holds Terry McLaurin in that spot.
Interesting, because his wide receiver core is
a little lacking, right? Okay, yeah, exactly. And then we also traded. He got Tremaine Edmonds from me. He drafted back-to-back, so it was Zach Ertz and Tremaine Edmonds for him, where I got Chris Olave. Chris Olave's mine. Yeah, Chris Olave's mine.
Interesting. Well, it's a good thing you're reading your team off next.
I'll read off my team. So with my first pick, I got Javonte Williams, Denver running back. Second pick, I owned another first-round pick, so I got Saquon Barkley.
Was a good pick, by the way.
Thank you. I was completely shocked and was not planning to go 4 running backs for my first 4 picks, but you do what you got to do when you see a really amazing name sitting there. But I thought it would hurt my running backs, but to get Mike Evans and then Cortland Sutton right back to back, I felt a lot better with my picks, right?
Yep.
So then swapping picks, I had Darren Waller. Bobby Wagner goes to Jose there. I do not have Terry McLaurin. That goes to Mixon's Brigade. But I do hold Tyler Tom Brady there.
Mr. Brady.
Yeah, Mr. Brady. Now pick 7 there, Harris. That goes to Jose, fortunately. But I did pick up Deion Jones there, and then I have Levante David back to back. So I went defense. So I was just trying to pick up my defensive picks because Micah Parsons was my tag. So filling out those rounds. I then pick up with my next pick was Tyler Bass, kicker, because kickers are people too. In the next round, I had back-to-back picks. So Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins. So a 12th round pick to pick up DeAndre Hopkins. Not bad, right? 13th round, Elijah Moore. 14th round, pick up George Pickens.
Correct.
And then finish off with Khalil Herbert. And my tags are Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, and Micah Parsons. Whew, that was something.
What a running back core, dear God.
Yeah, right?
He took Saquon Barkley from me. I was like, wow, he's going to stick around to the 7th round. There's no way John needs 16 running backs on his team. Why would he pick up Saquon Barkley? And then John picks up Saquon Barkley, and I'm like, okay, what? Oh, whatever. I was done. I was worried about my brisket.
Well, I do have to tell you, so like I was looking at a wide receiver's name, and that wide receiver got taken by Daniel.
Oh, really?
Oh, not in the first round. Sorry, not in the first round when we were talking about that. But later pick came up, and you had taken something, so I had moved something around. Yeah. So, like, you have to adjust as things come along. But no, the Barkley pick, I can't believe it fell to me. I had plans to go, I told my wife this too. I was going to go Herbert, and then I was going to go the top wide receiver. Well, Diggs was taken right off the bat, so I was a little sad because he was one of the wide receivers I was looking at. And there was one more wide receiver I would have gone, which is, funny enough, Devontae Adams was the man. I was just going to take the stab at my kryptonite, okay?
Yeah.
Once my chance, just do it. It was an extra first-round pick. No, right? Okay. But, didn't happen. Picks come around. I got Barkley. Ooh, I was so shocked. So my wife looks at me, and she knew I wanted Herbert, right? So her pick comes. She goes, Montgomery. Second pick comes around. Mike Evans was there. And I'm like, oh, I can't pass up because I need a good WR1. I went him. And she just looked at me, smiled, and was like, Justin Herbert. I looked at her, I was like, no. Yeah, I knew I should have done it, but whatever. I wouldn't have gotten Evans, right? So
yeah,
sacrificed
too much on the team. So
I guess it's my time to kind of go through my roster here, and a common theme that you'll see here is I went all in. I like to use this analogy. It's this old history lesson. There was this sailor, part of the conquistadors. His name was Hernan Cortez. And if you've heard the story, I'm not going to go through the whole what occurred, but bottom line is he landed in Mexico at the time. Aztecs were there. They were severely outnumbered. The story goes that his men wanted to go back. So this man burnt his ships down, and there was no choice but to move forward. I committed in this draft to just basically take a massive gamble, and I'm going to go through my roster and you'll hear it. And either I will destroy everyone or I will end up last. There's no middle ground for me. So coming in, I needed running backs. I had wide receivers, Samuel locked up, and my keepers and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I just needed running backs, and luckily for me, I was drafting right after John, which was the worst win I've ever had last season, to put me in 7th round instead of 6th, even though I beat John. We should change that up. I feel that I don't want the 20 bucks back.
It would have put you right between my picks, so I would have gone pick. Yeah. You pick. Wouldn't that be better?
Would have been a lot better for a lot of people. Bottom line, so I started out. I got James Conner at the beginning. Now here's where you might see some similarities. Next pick, Kelsey. I mean, he was still on the board. I'm surprised he didn't go first, to be honest. But I think he's going to be one of the main wide receivers / tight end for KC. Next round, I still needed a second running back. Again, I went Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We'll see how that goes.
He on the same team as Kelsey? I'm just asking.
Yeah,
for...
a little. Yeah.
Oh,
he's
a
on
Chief
the same.
too. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's on the same team. Then I went with the linebacker. I always want to have two. I already had a keeper, Darius Leonard. By the way, did Darius change his name? Because
Shaquille. Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. Yeah. I don't know, like how about, because only some of the platforms are changing it, but yeah, somewhere in some places he's known as Shaquille, and in some places he's still Darius.
Good, because I thought I pulled a Mario here and I got a wrong letter. Just double checking, making sure I didn't pick up his long lost brother that plays for the B team. But anyways, picked up Daniel. You're gonna have to help me here.
Foye Oluokun.
Yeah, Foye Oluokun.
So excited about him. Next round, I couldn't resist. I just had to do it. It was a bad move, but I did it. Patrick Mahomes.
Glutton for punishment. Yeah, you are.
Some consistency here. People are downplaying that they don't have
I
Tyreek
don't think
Hill
the
anymore.
consistency has come in yet. I think we'll wait till your next pick, and then it really shines.
Yeah.
Let's go to the 6th round, and I am shocked that the number 1 wide receiver from the Chiefs is still available. So I picked up Smith-Schuster. So we'll see how that plays.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Yes, you did. And I'm not quite sure he's the number 1, but well done there.
Well,
yeah.
Look, I have other wide receivers there, so let's just see how that plays out. Being that Bucs defense was taken in the 7th round, I got a little bit of FOMO and jumped on getting the Bills. I'm happy with that. Next round, I picked up Singletary. I just don't know how my running backs would fare. I'm pretty shaky on running backs, thanks to John here. I did pick up one person that was going to be on my list to pick up, and that's Drake London. I'm excited to see how he turns out. And if he plays the way I hope he plays, I think he's going to pick it up towards the end of the season, and he might be a keeper for me for next year. So I'm excited to see how this all plays out. Kirksey, Houston linebacker. Now, here's another thing that I did where I went all in. I have a quarterback. There's plenty of quarterbacks out there, but I went ahead and picked up Matt Stafford because I just somewhat as an insurance policy, but at the same time, if he's there at the 11th round, he's a solid quarterback, put great numbers up last year. He could be a trade for me to pick somebody up that I need, someone that might need a quarterback. Robert Woods in the 12th round. Again, I thought I was a good pickup in the late innings. I picked up kicker Carlson. I just need to fill a spot. And then I picked up Christian Kirk. And then I rounded up my draft by picking up in the last place. And I still don't know why he was still available. I will die on this sword, Aaron Rodgers, and I think I will either play him or trade him this season. Mm-hmm. I don't know why he was still there. He's still solid. Yes, I know he lost Devontae Adams, but this guy is a veteran, and he's going to continue to produce.
The only reason why you drafted Rodgers is because Andy Reid wasn't available.
You had already selected every other Kansas City.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you took everybody you could from the roster. And everybody else, I mean, did you curse everybody else that took Kansas City people? Like when Daniel took Sky Moore, did you like?
Can I say something?
Oh, you say the name of the receiver you were hinted at earlier.
Daniel's brother kept giving me tequila shots from my own bar, filling it up, and I swear, I didn't realize how many KC people I had taken until the draft was done.
That's okay, you know.
I knew Kelsey. And
so,
I knew Mahomes,
are you a Kansas City Chiefs fan now?
I am not, but damn, I hope they do phenomenal this season.
Hey, I mean, that should still be a pretty good offense.
I mean, it is. But so I'm going to share something. As I read this next team, she has her team and then her first waiver wire. And her first waiver wire is where I'm really going to kick it off to your team. So Uterus S. Grant, our second place team, drafted ninth. Her first pick was David Montgomery. Justin Herbert, she took him from me. Mike Williams, look at that. She paired her quarterback with the wide receiver he throws to. Smart girl. T.J. Watt, she grabs her first linebacker. And then her tight end, T.J. Hawkinson.
It's another steal from you.
Yeah, I know. I did. I was a little upset over the Hawkinson pick because she knew I wanted him to. Antoine Winfield, good pickup here. Safety, does score well though. And then we have Marquise Hollywood Brown. She grabs another wide receiver. She then follows the two defense rush that kicked off with the Bucks and the Bills, and she picks up the Los Angeles Rams. Follows with her heart to Darnell Mooney. She kicks off with, right? I know, right? Yeah. I told her she had to do it though. Yeah. So, this next pick, she grabs the handcuff to her tag. Isaiah Spiller, smart girl. Look at her. Gets a kicker, because kickers are people too, in the 11th round. Ryan Suckup of Tampa Bay. Then grabs Joey Bosa. And then Julio Jones. Like, look at this girl, man. I'm like just stealing picks from people, right? Just stealing picks, okay? Next up, backup quarterback, Derek Carr. This girl's got a thing for Derek Carr, too. Says the better looking Carr brother is on TV. The worst looking Carr brother is still throwing the football. That's what I've heard. So I digress. Jamal Williams. She took that pick from me too. That was the last pick in her draft. And then her tags were Nick Chubb, Austin Eckler, and Eric Kendricks, linebacker from Minnesota. She did phenomenal. The girl killed it, stole a handful of picks. I think she killed it.
I do like her pick upon review.
Yeah, I'm a fan of her team. So, and your uncle finishes off in the 10th spot with a really nice team too.
He does. Sorry. Let's see. He started off with a little bit of a risk, but I think let's go over his tags. Sorry. His tags were Josh Allen, Dalvin Cook, and Okreki. What's his first name?
Bobby Okreki.
Bobby Okreki. I couldn't remember what his first name is. I am sorry, Okreki. He picks up basically the last available running back, Cam Akers. Then goes for Mark Andrews, which I think was a really good pickup at the end of the second round. Then picks up Jordan Brooks, linebacker, Seattle. Jerry Jeudy, Gabriel Davis, Brandon Ayuk, which I think was a good pickup as well. Melvin Gordon, Cole Holcomb, linebacker, another solid player. Alexander Madison, the backup to his Dalvin Cook, so he did a really good job handcuffing on that one. Jerick McKinnon, 49ers defense. Devontae Smith, wide receiver. Denzel Perryman, linebacker. Nick Folk, kicker. And with the last pick for him, or in the draft in general, Gus Edwards.
Gus the Bus was our final pick. All right, I like it. And I like, as everyone else has been doing, we're shifting people around because you're like, oh, that was a good team. I like it.
Yeah.
I gotta move people around. Yeah. I've been doing that too as we read teams. So, all right, those were our 10 teams, because a 10-team is a perfectly well-rounded team. All you 12-team people are just crazy. Kick 2 people and have nice teams. I'm just kidding. Friends are awesome people. Let's go over our power rankings. I know that's just too good, right? I'm just gonna laugh at it. Friends are awesome. I love you guys. Let's go into some power rankings. And so 1 to 10, 1 obviously being amazing, and 10 being, you're probably going to be last place this year. Where do you think people stand? Ooh, I see one similarity between you two. that I'm not sure I quite agree with, actually.
Louis. It's a hard one.
I'm not quite sure I agree with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I do, but it's written down. So,
I got it. Someone's got to be there.
yeah.
Ollie, or Daniel,
Yep.
take us away. Daniel.
No, go for it, Ollie. I was going to say, how about you
Ollie
start
got
us off?
skipped. Ollie got skipped. He was supposed to do the last one, so I was going to let
right.
Ollie do away.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm the oddball here, right? So I'm a fan of wide receivers. So I gave the power ranking to even the mess up on the defensive player in a very, very high round. I gave it to Mario 3 sheets to the wind because again, I just love his keepers. I like his picks. I think now looking at it closely, I may not have made the right decision to put him number one, but I do it because it is written down, and I am going with like how I did with my team. It's all or none now. So this is what the type of season I'm going to have this year. I am going to blow everyone out of the water or just drown in it. So next one, I gave myself credit. Too, because why not? It's my list. You can't say anything about it. The third, I put Lincoln's Long Guns. I did like his pickup of Devontae Adams. Good pickup on the running back, in my opinion. Interesting choice on quarterback that high up, but he picked up Lamar Jackson, but we'll see how it goes. But I liked his later round picks, and that's why I gave him a higher ranking. Union, I'll give him some credit. Again, I like his wide receivers that he picked up. I like the fact that he went Bucks. Usually Union, every season I always put him last, but I'll give Jose some top 50% here. I messed up and I put another team here. I think I meant to put who am I missing? Uterus should have been number 3, not Lincoln's. Oh well, Uterus is number 5. Written down, even though I think she has a stronger team than most. I just have a hunch, and that's what I'm going with. Mixon's Brigade at number 6. I do like his pickups. It's a little bit tough with Gibson there, but I did like his team. And then rounding it off with SC Slave Runners, John, I just couldn't put you in the top 5 just because I can't. You are my enemy, and I will always keep you down there. Someone needs to shame you. I really do want. I don't think you have 40% of the first round draft picks. 40% of the first round draft picks. You've been great at trading and doing all this, but it's not fair because you can't be this good and still not win. But go on, anyways. Sorry,
still not win.
Next,
you make me. You put a smile on my face, Holly, and it's what drives me every day. So thank you for that. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
Next up, Daniel, solid team, man. Honestly, I was going to pick up Etienne, and I don't know how I missed him in the first round. When you picked him up, I thought he was tagged. It wasn't on my list. I screwed up there. So good pickup in the second round with Etienne. He was going to be my number 1 draft pick. Yeah.
Thank you. I will celebrate him on my team all year.
Hopefully you can drop him. I can pick him up just like old time's sake.
Yeah.
Rounding off in ninth place, Lead Balls. Again, he just had the last pick in the draft, so it was a little bit tougher for him to pick up some good, solid players. Even though I think his team is good, he had some great draft picks in the 6th and 7th rounds, but had to put him somewhere. And finally, in the last place, I have Antietam A-Team. I just think he has too many Dallas Cowboys players on his team. I know I have a ton of KC players, but at least they've performed in the past. I just don't know about all these Cowboys on his team, so it'll just be interesting how that plays out.
What a ranking! Look at you. I don't know how to say it. I just
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Now talking out loud and reading my team out loud, I don't feel like I've done as well as I thought I did. But let's continue.
It's all right. It's all right. We get to save this
Uh,
and see at the end of the season how we did compared to it. So that's what I
There you go.
really like to
There
see.
you go.
Daniel, take us away, buddy.
All right. First place with let's see, Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, Javante Williams, and Saquon Barkley would be SC Slave Runners. Second, I really like my team. I think it's solid this year. I'm gonna rank my team second. I think I did a good job of getting solid players and taking some high-end risks, and let's see how that pays off. Third place, I still love her team, Uterus S. Grant. Fourth place, Mixon's Brigade. Some questionable things, but overall, I still think he has a pretty solid team. Union Ambush, fifth. Lead Ball, sixth. I think the 10th position was a little hard for him. Three Sheets at 7 because he has no defense. And Ali comes in at 8th because I think that the Chiefs are still going to have a good offense. So I don't think they're great picks, but I think that he's going to be more pleasantly surprised than disappointed here. Lincoln's Long Gun at 9 and Antietam 18 at 10 because I'm not a big believer in Ezekiel Elliott, and I think his running back core is kind of struggling along there with Cordell Patterson, which I still think is a good pick, maybe a little early, but still a good pick. Kareem Hunt, Chase Edmonds, I just don't know how that's going to shake out for him. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I like what you did. You kind of changed yours, and it looks like you copied the top of my work here. So,
Unfortunately, yeah.
I put myself here. It's hard to not have those 4 running backs and not put your name here in this spot.
Yep.
I digress. Okay, Daniel, as I look through and tried to find the number 2 team, I actually had Chas here, and then I put her down to 3 because I just liked what you did with some of your names. And yeah, I called her name out about 4 or 5 times throughout the draft, but there were a bunch that you did as well. So
Yeah.
I give it to the person that probably took more. So I put you up a spot. And then right under, she sits there because she took the next amount, and she did phenomenal. She has a really stellar team. I'm worried about this team. I give your uncle a little more credit. I think he did pretty good drafting in the 10 spot.
Yep.
And I give him some credit because you know what? I really like some of his players. And then in my 5th spot, I put the Antietam 18 because I like his team. I kind of like what he did. And I am a little higher on both of you than Ezekiel Elliott this year. And I get it, but I think the man needs to work or he's out of a job next year. So, and that's the same thing for Josh Jacobs. So I think both those running backs are going to be running for work this year. Lincoln's Long Gun. I put him a little higher than the others just because I like some of his team as I stared. I mean, the Fournette was a little early. He could, there's where Javante should have gone, or Swift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did Swift and Javante fall to you and me so far?
Yeah.
I don't know. But you know what? I'm
Magic.
tickled pink. Now, the Adams pick was pretty good. Kyle Pitts, I like it. Jackson, okay. And then to pair it with Dobbins right after, because, Jackson's going to steal all those touchdowns. But other than that, Robinson's, I like it. His defensive picks could have been a lot better. That's why he's a little lower on the list. But the rest of his offense, I kind of like. Final people. Union Ambush. The Voodoo Man himself started very strong and then kind of teetered off a little bit. So, traded some picks. I know the Hunter Renfro's not his. That's mine. And the Denver Broncos aren't his. He didn't do 2 defenses. But, because he picked up Bobby Wagner and Harris. Damian Harris go to him. Those are his picks. So if that makes you feel any better about his running backs, which doesn't make me because he's got Rashad Penny, James Robinson, and Damian Harris. I don't feel really strong about his running backs, but his wide receivers are phenomenal. I'm sure that's why Ollie had him at number 4, but I've got him down at number 7. Mixon's Brigade sits at 8. It is a good team, but yeah. I don't know. I question some things, you know? I mean, he's going to do phenomenal. He's got Christian McCaffrey, and I think McCaffrey's going to carry this dude. And we all have to worry about Christian McCaffrey this year until he gets injured. But while he's healthy, like, Christian McCaffrey is going to rock all of us. Mario. I originally had Mario penciled a lot higher, but you look at his defensive, and those 3 defensive players just killed the roster for me. So I had to drop him to 9. And the 4 Kansas City people drafted together sit at number 10 on my roster, because I'll take the 4 Cowboys over the 4 Chiefs.
Oh man, I wish Andy Reid still had a fantasy spot.
Well, we can draft him. You can draft him. We'll accept that as the draft pick. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, hell, we've had people draft retired players before, so, you know, whatever you shout out, that's what you get. I want a hamburger. Draft pick accepted. Hey. So, all right, those are our power rankings. Those are
Eddie Lacy?
Eddie Lacy?
Yeah.
Oh, why am I hungry for an egg roll?
That's what you said. I want a hamburger. That's the name I would put in.
Let the season decide what the true power rankings are. That's all.
Yeah.
You just say, let the seasoning decide? Let's stop talking about food right now. My goodness. I'm so hungry. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, guys, thanks everybody for joining us. Stay tuned. It is football time, everyone. We're coming weekly. So not next week, we're taking a week off, but the following week. We are weekly. So every Wednesday re-record, and Thursday mornings those podcasts come out. So if you have questions, write those questions in, and we will get them on air and try and answer those questions for you. ffwc23@gmail.com or @war_fantasy on Twitter. Thanks for marching with us, and as always,
stay vigilant, soldiers.